Welcome, Comm 20 students. This is your instructor, Hillary Altman, and I wanted to give you a little tour of our Canvas for this Late Start Comm 20 class in spring 2023. This is our welcome page, and a couple things to notice here. My office hours. I have set office hours on Tuesdays from 2 to 3 p.m. However, if that time or day doesn't work for you, just send me a quick message, which you can do through the inbox over here, or you can send me an email. I'll show you where to find my email address on the syllabus. And just request another day and time. I'm always happy to meet by Zoom, or if you provide your phone number, I can give you a call. And you can just click right here where it says Zoom meeting link if you want to come to office hours or if we meet by Zoom. Most of what happens in this class happens on the modules, and you can get to the modules either on the left tab over here or at the bottom of the welcome page. When we click to the modules, you're going to see the bulk of what is in this class. It is organized chronologically, starting with week 1 and going through to our final week, week 8. This is a short class, so we only have 8 weeks. And what you're going to do each week is go through these modules. So if you look at week 1, there's that welcome page again. Here's the syllabus, and you can also access the syllabus over here on the left. And then just another reminder about office hours with a Zoom link. This is this video right here, so if you forget how to do anything, you can always watch this video again. This is a link to our free online textbook. This is kind of like the home page for the textbook. You probably won't ever need to access it this way because I'm going to show you it's really easy to get the readings. But this is a free textbook. I was an author on this textbook, so you'll see my name in some places, and it was written by about 13 of us across the state of California. So that's what we're going to use for the class. And let's get back to the modules. If you want to see me, there's a video introduction that I did where I have my daughter ask me some questions and I answer them. And here's your first assignment, the student demographic survey, very easy to do, 5 points. This is a direct link to make an appointment with a Learning Center tutor. And these are just some instructions on how to introduce yourself. And here is the syllabus quiz, okay? So this first week 1 kind of welcome module does have some assignments in it, but there's no content yet, okay? So we're still just kind of getting started. If you've never taken an online class using Canvas, there are some technology requirements. If you have, you can skip this. These are the class notes. I basically take notes for you. So these are vocabulary words that you need to know for each section. And if you look at it, you can see that I gave you the vocabulary word and the definition. This is pretty complete, but not entirely. So you're still going to want to go through everything in the modules. But if I were you, I would use these notes as a guide as to what to pay attention to. If you have access to a printer, I would print them out and then take notes right on here. And these notes go from the first subject in the class, which is vocabulary and rules, all the way till the last one, which is listening. Okay, so here they are. You can download them or you can just look at them on the computer. By the way, the exams in this class are open resource, so if you can download the notes and print them out, you can put them in front of you during your exams. The next module here is about the individual speech. You'll see we'll get to the individual speech a little bit later in April, but everything you need to do that speech, it's a 3 to 4 minute speech about yourself. Everything you need is in this module. So when you're ready to sign up for a speech date, you'll start there right here at this first tab. And you'll see that you get more extra credit if you sign up to do a speech earlier in the semester. So you get 20 points extra credit for speaking in round 1, which is April 12th. You get 10 points extra credit for speaking in round 2, which is April 18th. and you don't get any extra credit for speaking in round 3. I tried to make the speeches at different times in the day on different days of the week, so hopefully one of those will work for you. And if you can only come to give your speech and then you have to leave, we can make that work. But it's nice to watch your classmates speak as well. We do need to have you speak in front of at least 10 people. That's a state requirement. Here is the first content week. So this is basic vocabulary and rules. It tells you to go to your class note packet, page 2, and then you're just going to go through each of these things. It's almost always going to give you the objectives for the week. Then here's where I'll show you the readings. So this makes it really easy. When there are readings, you literally, all you have to do is click on the section and it'll take you directly to the reading. So here you go. This is what you're going to read. And in this particular week, it looks like there's 3 different readings. So there's always going to be objectives, readings, and then there's going to be some sort of lecture. For this basic vocabulary and rules, they're podcasts. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay. Podcasts look like this, and all you do is you click on each one to play the podcast. I made them into short little pieces, so they're 5 minutes each. And the podcasts follow the same order as the class notes. So again, if you can have the class notes in front of you while you go through the podcasts, then you will be in very good shape. Now, let's say you start to listen to these podcasts and you go, oh my goodness, I just can't listen to my instructor's voice anymore. It's really annoying. That's totally fine. If you would prefer, I also translated all the podcasts into transcripts. So that is also available to you. So if you prefer reading rather than listening, you can literally download the transcripts and you'll have it in writing. Or you can do both because people have different learning styles. Almost every week you'll have a Google Slides presentation, and week 1 is no different. So you're going to want to go through this Google Slides presentation. Again, make sure you're having your class notes open so that you can take notes and have it in posterity, and that way you'll have it for the exam. And then every subject, there's going to be either a quiz or a discussion. Most weeks, there's probably a quiz and a discussion. So week 1, you'll have quiz 1 for vocabulary and rules. And you're going to have a discussion number 1 for the second content area. So see, this is labeled week 1 basic vocabulary and rules, but there's also week 1 self-concept and self-esteem. And you can see the last item is discussion number 1. So the last item on every one of the content areas is always going to be a check, right? A quiz or a discussion. And that's about it. So as long as you go through all of the items in the modules every week, you're going to be fine. The first week is pretty packed because this is an 8-week class. And most weeks you're going to have a couple of things to do, a couple of modules to go through, because again, it's a short class. So it's going through things pretty quickly. But you should be able to get through it just fine. If you have any questions, just let me know. By the way, feel free to work ahead as much as you want. The only thing you have to wait for are the exams, but you can go ahead with all the discussions, all the quizzes, all the content areas. And we do take the official spring break, so you'll have a little time to move ahead if you want to at that point. But try not to get behind because it gets really hard in a short-term class like this if you get behind. Make sure to email me if you have any questions. I look forward to getting to know all of you, and that's it. I look forward to your speeches.